Hi there and welcome back, friends of a thoughtful gaming experience. This is your host, Emmanuel Ken. We're going to proceed with our Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, Path of the Damned difficulty, the Renegades of Punk. We're just in our fortress where we have spoken to a mob that wanted to rebel against us, and we have given them 1,000 coppers because they have been ravaged by Lord Gathbin's evil doings. And but it's time to collect taxes again, and even a scroll here. Nice. That money is good money, it seems, and we have quite a number of tasks we could begin right now. The Battle of Yenwood Field is very important. The Siege of Crackhold seems interesting. And a lot of things to do. And there's so many things we could do. Desperate measures or something. The Parable of a Whale. This seems to be the lowest or easiest thing. And we could go to Durford. Let's do that for now. I think this seems easiest, and but there's some other thing I want to do. I want to give Palagina some weapons.
I trust.
And to do that, we will have to
Certainly.
exchange for a moment.
I'm ready.
Palagina is ready. Oh, she has a fine breastplate. Ha! She has a very good breastplate. Now I think I want that breastplate. Don't get me wrong. 40% reduction. He has the hand and key, that's good. It has constitution, it has loyalty. Defense. This has even more damage reduction. It's a pure tanking thing. This is better, I think. Still, though, who could wear this? I think it would be good for our bard later. Oh. Good looking. Our feathered woman here. What do we have in our stash for her? But a pistol, I'd rather have her some reach weapon. Like, that one is one-handed. Yeah, and some crushing weapons as well. I think they would be a better choice. Some really good armor. We have brigandines, which are exceptionally good for tanks. Yep, I think that's better for her. The fine pistol? No, come on. Just no. We will have two one-handed weapons here. Doing crush damage, and this one can do slash and pierce damage, and she'll have the large shield with her. Do we have anything else here? Some clothing, perhaps. Cape of Withdrawal, no. A cloak of an Eothasian priest. I think will resistance is very good for a tank, so there you go. Amulet, armor. Do we have some rings or something like that? Doesn't seem like it. Well, anyways, I've equipped her with something a little bit better, I think. With will being the most important thing here. So... And we have to do something about the Raven Wing. So, we can camp here as well, of course, but... let's look at that. Not that good yet.
I understand.
Oh no, we have to go into that menu here for the exchanges. There we go again with our bard. And right, she has a fine brigandine right now, and she can get the breastplate now. So that's much better, isn't it? She has measured restraint now. And this is good for... yeah. It's especially good for Kevava, as it gives accuracy to him too. Convert grace to hit. And that thing is just damaging, alright. Shocking leash. Pierce damage. And crush damage. I think he'll go full crush. If we need pierce damage, we can use the fine pike. Now we have Oidrecht. Left open, a stiletto. She's armored well, has the fine large shield, but still I think she could profit. As this thing is healing her. And now we can enchant this one. Let's see what we can get here. Corrosive would be good. Love corrosive. And quality is already done. So I'd like a corrosive lash here. That high accuracy and damage as an assister. It's just perfect for Kevava. And let's see if this works. I think we should put the shield back to her for now, so that we don't sell it. Just in case this doesn't work out that good, so... well, there we went with our upgrades.
Well?
And now I think we're going for the Parable of Well. We need to go to Durford. And what we need to do as well is we need to explore some things as well. Ha ha ha. No, I want to do that as long as we have the resting bonus. So yeah, let's accept the party. Also, I want that to be done. So we have the right order again. We'll accept that party and go to the Wood End Plains. Because there's the way to Durford Village, right? And additionally, we still have to explore the Wood End Plains. That's a good thing to do anyway, so we'll do it. Maybe we'll find more trolls and maybe the lions that... from our dream, as I call it now. What did we explore here yet? There's also someone named Sagani. She can be a valuable group member, but we won't recruit her. As we have... Oh,
of course.
We could accept her to have more quest doers for us, of course. That would be good as well, yeah.
Easy does it.
We can talk to her at least. Maybe...
Keeping quiet.
Maybe that will be good. Interesting at least. If you're playing through Pillars of Eternity yourself and want to take the characters with you, I think she would be good. As she seems to be a ranger with a cool fox here. A dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She's sharpening a bone arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on a bear figurine between her feet. A large white-furred fox standing at her heels looks up at your approach.
Easy, Itumak. It's not him.
Who are
Short
you waiting
version?
for?
I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
This is about souls again. Your friend is supposed to meet you here.
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know Whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
Becca, what does this stranger have to do with your friend?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitak. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
How long have you been looking for this Persok? Painted low, brows lower, and her compact muscular frame sags for just an instant. 5 years. Why can't you find him? There can't be that many of your people in the Durwood. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember. Who could be anyone now.
That about sums it up.
Well, why do you have to find him? It's more of a campfire tale. I'm not quite ready to get into it. And it must be an important
So
duty.
I keep reminding myself. Still, it would be nice if important duties came with clearer instructions.
She looks at the Adra figurine in the dirt. How does that statuette figure into it? She dusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in her small flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished Adra is worn to a dull matte along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she holds it out to you, you feel wisps of sensation, not quite memories, but traces of someone.
When I left Nasitak, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright, for a few hours. but most of the time it looks just like this.
Huh. I could take a look at it.
I've heard that one before. Whole reason I'm standing here is because some so-called watcher from Forkvale told me he could take a look. For a few golden dukes, of course. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the Wolf's Lair and the twining trees.
Wait, interesting. What's the Wolf's Lair here? Defiance Bay. Locals call the current Duke Wolfgrin. Sounds like he'd be fun to drink with. Is Twining Trees a real place? He meant Twin Elms. I haven't been there yet, but I hear they have some especially memorable trees. I'll go on.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place, right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
May I see the figurine?
Why?
We are honest. I'm a real watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
Well, I mean it.
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
She hands you the figurine, her chapped knuckles grazing your hand. She watches you examine it, wary but curious. You raise the Adra bear, toying it in the light. As your eyes catch a tiny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts amidst the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up there. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water hundreds of feet below you. Examine the roads nearby. Deep ruts score the hard-packed dirt. These are marks of wagons, numerous and heavy laden. A large city is close. And sniff the breeze. Breathing deeply, you smell salt in the air. Wherever you're standing, wherever Persok is standing, must be near the ocean. Not a lake. I see a vision of cliffs high over the water. Does that sound familiar? Your question is greeted with shrugs and silence. I've got it. He's standing on a cliff.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I told you I'm a watcher. She blinks at you a few times, calculating.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Come with me. Got other business in the area, and we can look for Persok on the way. And there we have her in the roster.
Well?
And if we're really out of quests, we could take her with us, I suspect. So, thank you for watching for now, and the next time we'll explore this area before going for the Parable of Well. The Wood End Plains, I think they're a dangerous area, so be prepared for some fights. Please come again and watch if you liked the video, and that would make me happy. So happy gaming to you, and this is Immanuel Can signing out.